Greetings, fellow wargamers. This is July 2020, and it's the weekend that Tony and I and the rest of the club were supposed to be at Historicon, the largest historical wargaming convention in the United States. But, as you can tell, we're wearing masks and sitting a little far apart right now because Historicon was canceled.
Happy coronavirus, gamer friends. And it's not just Historicon, it's conventions all across the United States, it's conventions all over Europe. Origins, Adepticon, Gen Con, you name it, it's most likely canceled or postponed until next year.
But it's not all bad news. We wanted to still give you a little bit of good news. And this weekend, we are celebrating the return to tentative club gaming here at our group.
Likewise, some of our friends and comrades across the country are returning to some face-to-face gaming and some online virtual conventions amongst the local clubs and amongst larger organizations like HMGS with Cyber Wars.
Yeah, so we'll talk more about Cyber Wars at the end of this video, and before that, let's show you some of the footage, a recap of what we're playing here, and some games that are being played by other clubs as well.
Hello, I'm Miles, and I put on a Russo-Japanese game redoing the Battle of Liaoyang from August of 1904. It was a very large battle, about 125,000 Japanese versus anywhere from 130 to 160,000 Russians with typical Russian command friction. The game was fought with 6mm Bacchus miniatures. Don't tell anybody, they're all World War I Russians, but they paint up pretty well for Russo-Japanese. Greg, Tony, and I had a second game. Tony and I were the Dalton gang. We were tasked with robbing a bank, and we managed to get out, though Tony managed to get himself shot up going into the bank, which is not really kind of embarrassing when a teller with a Derringer is the one who puts you down.
Between multiple rounds of Tony's signature mint juleps, we also ran an Indiana Jones-style pulp adventure, with teams of intrepid explorers searching the jungle for a lost temple. This game used the rules 7TV by Crooked Dice, and players had a great time creating their own cinematic adventure, revealing encounters along the way as they explored deeper into the unknown jungle. Our fourth and final game of the day at the club was our first crack at the new Osprey Fantasy Mass Battle rules Oathmark. This was tailored for a Lord of the Rings matchup with 10mm figures from Copplestone and Magister Militum. Now, at the beginning of this recap video, we promised to show you more than just our own games. So, let's check in with another club to see how they're trying to play in the summer of COVID-19.
Hey, I'm Mark, and this is my awesome game room. Regularly, we're going to have 6, 8, 10 guys down here gaming. We're going to do World War II, we're going to do Ancients, we're going to do air games, we're going to do Napoleonics, we're going to do fantasy Napoleonics. We game all the time, and we love it down here. But we're not gaming now. So my game room is in Northern Virginia, just outside of Washington, D.C., specifically Annandale, Virginia. Now this area is really kind of a hotbed for gaming. There's lots of game clubs. I could literally game every single night of the week with a different group of really good guys. But since COVID-19 has hit, face-to-face gaming has really kind of dried up. Only in, say, the past, I would say, month, have gamers started to get together in this area to kind of game tentatively. And what we're seeing is 4 or 5 people who know each other well, so they trust each other, gaming just kind of small games. I really have only gamed once face-to-face, and it was a game run by my friend Tim Tilson, Fireball Forward. He ran a Vichy French versus British in Syria scenario. As you can see, we all wore masks, and we're tentatively putting our foot in the water. Now, most game shops aren't allowing gaming, or it's so restrictive it's not really worth it. So there's no big spaces where gamers can go. It's all kind of basement gaming. Now, that doesn't mean that we're not gaming. Back in March, I decided to take my game room online and connect to my gamers digitally. We use Discord to chat and webcast our game tables, and we also started to use Roll20 to convert our 3D miniatures games to a 2D format. So far, we've played Fireball Forward, Check Your Six, Fire in the Sky, and The Devil to Pay on Roll20, and the guys love it. How have you been enjoying doing these online games?
Great fun, good stuff.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been good.
One thing that's been really interesting is connecting with people all over the world and old friends. So I have a friend in Massachusetts, Tom Ballou, I used to game with back in the 80s. And I think since the coronavirus, we've probably gamed more in the past few months than we've gamed in the past 40 years. So I thought I'd ask him, what's it like up in Massachusetts? So Tom, how's it going?
It's going great, Mark.
Cool. So what have you been doing up there?
Well, like I said, we have had coronavirus has been very significant here in Massachusetts, and so we locked down hard early, and that included us losing our local conventions that we'd normally have in the spring, such as Havoc and Huzzah. And with those conventions closed down, it sort of shut down our gaming world. And it wasn't until I encountered friends from Houston who turned me on to Roll20 and the possibilities of doing a miniatures games electronically. It's been a real good opportunity to get a lot of games with friends I would not normally be able to play with, because we're in different locales, and it's kind of a chore to get together for a game.
So I hope you're finding some ways to game during this pandemic. Now, I can't invite you all to my awesome game room as much as I'd like to, but you are welcome to join me and my guys online. Just friend me on Discord, here's my name, and you're welcome to join us for a whole bunch of games. Take care, we'll see you soon.
Most of you didn't send us videos as in-depth as Mark's report. You sent us photos of your games from around the world.
Hello, Little Wars TV. Wave, everyone. Wave. Hello, Little Wars TV. Bill Molyneux here, Nottingham, Maryland. We are having a safe, open distance war game mini event here, and hope everyone out there is having some war games too during Historicon weekend. Thank you. Stay safe.
We received photos of outdoor gatherings like Bill's, small club events like ours, and many sent pictures of games that they're playing at home with family. A few of you also sent images of solo games that you're running. It was great to see so many players reach out and share their latest games. But what's a summer gaming event without a dealer hall and without vendors? We have 3 awesome companies that are running limited time special online sales. This week only, you can get 10% off at Cigar Box Battle, 10% off at Brigade Games, and 20% off at the Wargame Company. Just enter the code LWTV2020 on their web stores and you will get your discount. Remember, this code only lasts until next Saturday, July 18th, in honor of Historicon.
So, we had a great day here gaming. I want to talk to you for just a minute about Cyber Wars. Cyber Wars is July 23rd through July 26th. This is going to be a virtual convention by the fine folks at HMGS in lieu of Historicon. You can go to hmgs.org. You can get more information. You can register events. Please go there, play some games, support the hobby. Thank you very much.